Did you know that Hayao Miyazaki appeared in the movie of Kiki's Delivery Service? Hi everyone! Today's video is about Kiki's Delivery Service. It tells the story of Kiki, a 13-year-old witch who moves to a new town for training as witch, and uses her flying ability to earn a living. Let's talk about trivia of the film. First, a ghost appears in a scene. At the beginning of the story, there is a scene where Kiki is being sent off by her family and friends. Kiki is departing from her home to her witch training. Here is a scene Kiki is surrounded by friends, being asked, "What kind of town are you looking for?" A big town. If you look at the upper left, there is a girl in pink clothes. Terrifyingly, she never moves. She doesn't make even a slight movement in the scene, which lasts for about 10 seconds. As you can see, there are 5 friends talking to Kiki in this picture. However, in the next scene when Kiki turns around to her mom, only 4 friends are there. The girl in pink is gone. The following scene also shows only 4 friends. Where has the girl gone? Who is that girl? It's somewhat disturbing to look back when you notice this mysterious girl. It is also creepier that only her mouth can be seen. Next is regarding the original story of Kiki. Kiki's Delivery Service is based on a children's novel written by Eiko Kakuno. In the anime version of Kiki's Delivery Service, flying on a broom is the only magic Kiki can use. However, in the original novel, she returns to her parents' home after training in the port city and learns new magics. These are the signboards for her businesses. In addition to her delivery service, she expands her business to making medicines. It is Kiki's mother, Kokiri, who trains Kiki for making medicines. By the way, the mother, Kokiri's face is like this in the novel. And this is Kiki's father, Okino. Let's see Tombo, Kiki's boyfriend. Tombo means dragonfly in Japanese. Next, the fact that Kiki's Delivery Service saved Ghibli. Studio Ghibli is one of the most famous anime companies in Japan now, but their works were not well known in the beginning. Kiki's Delivery Service was released in the year 1989. And Studio Ghibli had released 4 movies prior to that. Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind in 1984, Castle in the Sky in 1986, My Neighbor Totoro, and Grave of Fireflies in 1988. The box office revenue of them were all in red. Even My Neighbor Totoro, which is a symbol of Studio Ghibli now, was not popular at first. The popularity of My Neighbor Totoro came only after it was broadcasted in TV. In fact, there was a possibility that Kiki's Delivery Service would be the last movie of Ghibli's work. However, contrary to Studio Ghibli's expectations, Kiki's Delivery Service made a big breakthrough in the box office. They were able to turn a profit for the first time. If it had not been for Kiki's Delivery Service, the works of Ghibli afterwards might not have existed. Next is trivia about Kiki's future vision. Many women older than Kiki appear in Kiki's Delivery Service. Have you noticed that most of the key characters in the film are women? Such as Osono, who allows Kiki to stay in the attic of her home. Ursula, who lives alone in the forest, and the customers of her delivery service. According to director Hayao Miyazaki, these women are intentionally highlighted in the film as Kiki's future image. Kiki's Delivery Service is a story in which 13-year-old Kiki stands alone, but her images after growing up are scattered all over the movie. In fact, the theme behind the anime is the life of a woman, so women of various ages appear. In the movie, you can see many scenes where Kiki is supported by many reliable senior women. Next trivia is about hidden characters. In the scene where the airship crashes and Kiki rescues Tombo, many people gather to cheer her. In this crowd, sub-characters who appeared from the beginning to the end of the movie are again shown. The sub-characters include a policeman who questioned Kiki when she first landed in the city, and the girl who said she didn't like herring pies that Kiki had struggled to deliver. In a scene where Kiki borrowed a deck brush and an uncle of the clock tower appears, you can find Hayao Miyazaki there. This man at the edge of the screen, seeing TV with surprised face, is Hayao Miyazaki. The character is just like Miyazaki at the time. Next is trivia about hidden Ghibli. Did you notice Ghibli buses appear in the film? The scene appears early in the story when Kiki has just arrived at the port town Kuriko. In the scene, when Kiki is having trouble flying around the city, a bus with Studio Ghibli written on its side passes. There are some other scenes where Ghibli buses come out, but they are shown in a very short time, so you easily miss it unless you look for it very carefully. Next trivia is about the secret of a senior witch. On the night Kiki embarks on a training trip, she meets a beautiful senior witch. There is a scene where the witch descends on the city where she works. The hidden message from Hayao Miyazaki can be found in this scene. The city has a lot of neon, while the red windmill in the middle especially stands out. In the storyboard of the movie, a steady instruction from Hayao Miyazaki is written: Neon of the red windmill. In our real world, the red neon windmill exists only in Moulin Rouge in Paris. It is implied that the city the senior witch lives actually is a sex district. On page 74 of the Ghibli textbook published by Studio Ghibli, director Miyazaki expressed his enthusiasm, saying, "I'll write the reality that women will encounter in real society. This is not a fictional story about a fictional witch from a fictional country. When a naive young girl comes out of the country to the city and lives alone, what kind of risks does she face? It's not that sweet in the world." That is the message from director Miyazaki. If you look back at the movie after knowing the secret of the senior witch, you will feel disturbed seeing her slowly descending or falling off to the city. What was her feeling when she said, "Good luck," to Kiki in her final words? Finally, a trivia that Kiki's delivery service was not directed by Hayao Miyazaki at first. Kiki's Delivery Service is one of the most famous works by Hayao Miyazaki. But in fact it was promoted by another director at the beginning of production. The first director was Sunao Katabuchi, who worked on In This Corner of the World in 2016. After being replaced by Hayao Miyazaki, Mr. Katabuchi continued to be involved in the film as an assistant director. And as a result, Kiki's Delivery Service was able to achieve great success in leading Studio Ghibli to a surplus. Although there were many twists and turns before releasing the movie, it was a major turning point for Studio Ghibli to survive. It is thanks to the efforts of all the people who worked on Kiki's Delivery Service that we can still enjoy Ghibli works now. How did you like the video? Did you know any of these trivia? If you know any others, let me know in the comments section. I'll continue to introduce many more trivia and behind-the-scenes stories related to Ghibli on this channel, so be sure to stay tuned. Bye!